The rats and goblins slain alike. Krill explores the tunnels now presented. A chimney climbed and chest rent open. One more goblin makes their presence known. A deal is struck to rend the Snigbat, leader of the cave domain. Unbeknown to Snigbat, heart lies dead, already slain. Krill and I perpetuate a ruse with skill performed with flair. Snigbat convinced with our conceit gives domain to search the lair. Fingers licked as we cease fire. Our hostage is retrieved in dice and desire.
Thank you so much. I thought that they were going to kill me. I've seen them eat so many people. The horrors that I've seen.
The no harm will come to you anymore. Are you from Nightstone?
I am. I'm one of Lady Nandar's ladies in waiting. My name is Daphne Featherstone, and I knew that she would send someone for us. I knew that she would just. She would never let us go so easily. I'm so glad that she sent you. What is your name?
My name is Dweezil Van Zephyr, Songs of the Sword Coast. This is my my colleague Quinch, the Bringer of Omens. I also have the pleasure of presenting to you Gregor Melwallows, one of the finest sorcerers in all of Faerun. Our dear friend, small of stature but large of heart, Dabov, and Krill. Do not be afraid of his mighty appearance. His physical might is only matched by his compassion towards others.
I could tell.
Krill coughs and goes, "You forgot someone."
And Mr. Mosey, who is...
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Jesus.
The physical manifestation of Krill's mental illness. Yeah.
I just realised Krill's basically Mr. Bean. Oh no. That can't be unseen.
Thank you.
Good evening, fine madam.
Okay, listen, can we? I heard everything that went on. I heard that you've struck a deal with that goblin. I mean, I was worried that he might turn on me, and that given that the lack of food. Oh, and poor Darthag. I can't believe that he's dead. I can't believe that I watched them do what they did to him.
Krill turns around, because obviously the body's over his shoulder, to show the woman the face, and goes, Is this Darthag? And then holds his head up.
And she looks to Dweezil and says, I thought you said that this big guy had compassion, and he's doing this to me.
Greg also turns around at this point and goes, Quinch, what happened to whatever his face was, the goblin?
Darthag?
Yes!
No, Darthag's not a goblin, it means Hark, I think.
Whatever.
The one that was nibbling on his fingers?
Yeah.
Snigbat. He's gone wandering off. While this is happening.
You had one job.
Let him do that.
So just to confirm, this is Darthag.
Who we were looking for.
It is. Can you please just put his head back down? I can't bear to look at him in that state.
Oh, have I been holding his head up this whole time?
Yeah, we were trying to find Darthag.
Question, is it worth us taking the body with us?
I think we should.
Yeah.
It's who we were sent in to find.
Yeah, we'll take him back to the Nightstone, head to that nice quiet little graveyard and bury him.
Speaking of Nightstone, wasn't there also one of the guards in here somewhere?
Have you seen...
I think that's who this is.
Darthag, isn't it?
No, the actual one who was Lady Nandar's guard. What's his name?
Mendel.
Yeah.
He was in here somewhere.
Shall we ask her about Mendel? Did Mendel ever arrive at the caves?
Mendel? No, I never saw Mendel here. I was with the rest of the group. They brought me here at the same time they brought Darthag here. Oh God!
Why did they separate you?
For food. They kept us all in one place just to keep us together, and then they brought us here just for dissecting and eating. And oh my goodness!
Ah, you are a lucky soul. Would you consider spitting on my sword?
Jesus!
No.
I'd like to rub your lucky saliva into the sharp blade of my sword.
I don't. No, I don't want to. This is. I
mean, we have saved you. It's not
Quinch.
It's not that much. To
Quinch.
ask.
Dweezil, did you say that you said your name was Dweezil? Can you please, these brutes, can you please just stop them talking like this? Oh, please tell me, how is the Lady Nandar? Please tell me that she survived this whole ordeal. I don't think I could take it.
Krill goes, ooh, and then he just turns to walk out of the cave.
Quinch is laughing.
Oh, fuck.
What's so funny? I mean, Lady Nandar's not known for her humour.
Not anymore.
What do you mean not anymore?
Oh, she's now dead serious, you see.
Okay, well, she was always, like I said, she was never known for her humour.
Krill just pops his head round the corner and goes, they're not telling you, but she is dead. And then head back round the corner.
She's what?
Head back out. I said dead, and then back in behind.
At this, no, not the lady, not the lady, not her. Oh my goodness, the lady! Oh no, not the lady, 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 not the lady.
We're joking. Calm down, woman. Grab a hold of yourself.
And she just becomes inconsolable, and is just in an absolute mental. You know, she's basically she's wavering between fits of tears and just catatonic state.
On her.
This is getting a bit creepy.
I don't know why you guys just can't be fucking heroes for once and just be nice to someone.
Like, this is how Dabov feels when he's just completely prevented from being a rogue. Like, just sabotaged by your own for no reason whatsoever.
Should we make our own team? Just me and you, Dweezil. We'll just fuck off and do it all.
Should we split the party
permanently?
A bard and a rogue, just a couple of heroes.
We'll start playing on different days.
Yeah.
Same story, all happening at the same time, but just two separate
I
sessions.
was complimenting her on her luckiness. Things just seem to go downhill.
Right, so she is now literally, she is just no good to anyone. She is literally just not responding to anything you're saying.
Is that you having enough?
Shall we kill her?
Shall
we kill her?
She is literally just.
I said sleep. She's going to sleep already.
Okay, roll for sleep then.
5.
We'll have to carry 2 bodies
6.
back to Nightstone.
1.
Yeah, and that's enough.
And 4. It's 5 dice.
Yeah, she's asleep. She just
okay.
she slumps down. She's unconscious.
We can't carry her back to Nightstone asleep. We need to camp for a long rest. We won't make it back to Nightstone safely.
Let's just leave her then.
Let's get out at night. Let's carry her out the cave, set up camp, hot foot it back to Nightstone, hope that everyone didn't die on their journey back.
Can I put her on the broom and then have the broom hover at the side of us so it
we're still gonna have the long rest, essentially.
Yeah, I mean it's getting late now. Yeah, it's literally long rest time, territory time.
Can we just hot step it out of this cave?
But what about Mendel? He's still in here somewhere.
I don't believe that he's in this cave. No one ever saw him arrive at the cave.
But we have it on good authority from the other people of the town.
No,
And
they
his-
didn't. They asked you to find Darfag, which is the dead body you found.
I thought Mendel was in here as well because his
Nope.
guys were
Nobody
dead.
ever reported him arriving at the cave.
No one ever found Darfag. The other 2 guards arrived dead. Mendel did not arrive.
So, guys, this woman was inconsolable with disappointment. She claimed to be a guard of Lady Nandar. She has
She
nothing
wasn't a
to
guard,
live
she
for.
was a...
Lady in waiting.
A lady in
Lady in
waiting.
waiting.
She was just basically like a maid, sort of whatever.
Even lower than a guard. I say we slit her throat in her sleep and claim that we never saw her.
Weirdly,
Seems
I
pretty
said the same
simple
thing
to
about
me.
you when I first met you. Not even in character. Actual MJ.
Right, Krill suggests again that we just
Yeah.
get a move on.
Just carry them both out.
Alright.
We'll camp in the wild. At least there can't be anything worse out there than there is in here.
Yeah, so... And then we're out of the cave. Can we do that?
So what are you doing? So you've still got Darfag over your shoulder, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing about the lady?
Sling her over the broom.
She's going to go on the broomstick,
Yeah,
I think, and
we
then
can't
we'll just
trust
have that
Quinch.
hover along the side.
I can't trust Quinch.
I'm okay with this, but can I just ask why we're doing this? I don't understand why we're
Because
doing
we're not
it.
pricks.
We're taking her back to Nightstone to be with people. Like,
She could have just walked, but
Pretend she's
we-
a rat. You took better care of a rat that was
No,
attacking
don't
you
tell-
than you
don't
are
say
of a
that.
human woman.
try and skin her.
Quinch gets his palate nice.
Fuck's sake. You petted the rat that was trying to kill you, and now you're
Don't
saying,
let
let's
you
kill
pet
an
the
unconscious
woman.
woman. What the
have you
fuck
never
is wrong
read
with
of
you?
Mice and Men? You can't pet the woman.
Listen, I'm okay with it. I'll help get her on the broom. I'm just saying, if she starts...
This mission ends with me taking
If she's-
taking Quinch outside and shooting him through the back of the head with a crossbow.
All I'm saying is, if she starts up again when she's awake, she's your problem.
She was my problem in the first place.
This is like playing of Mice and Men, but with a party full of Lennies. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Imagine if the DM had like an internal note of like karma, and that he was making a note of all the times that people were being unheroic, and that maybe that karma would come back to bite people and they would fucking die.
I would hope that if there was an internal karma meter for the DM, then the DM would be taking into consideration the time that Quinch very heroically tried to draw the attention of everything in the cave, so that his fellow companions would.
But
not
then
be
immediately overwrote it by wanting to kill an unconscious woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolute hero.
hysterical.
It's all right though. Nate
hysterical
can't hear the
unconscious
internal
woman.
karma system over just the internal screaming he must be like facing every session.
It's good. No, it's
Right.
good. I like setting up characters that I have to then pretend that they're gonna be good with this. Right, let's go. Right, so that you're putting the woman on the
She's going on
Smug.
Smug.
With
and then,
you?
We'll get no, separately.
So alongside
Okay.
you, I'm guessing. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
guiding
so,
it like a
hovers
horse.
alongside.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
reins.
Okay, so let's just get you out of the cave. So you manage to clamber over the ogre that's still in the doorway, and you as you're leaving, you see Snigbat munching on one of the dead rats, looking like he's having the time of his life. And who would have thought that a goblin eating a dead rat wouldn't be the worst thing in that cave? You leave the cave, and what do you do? I mean, how you get outside, and obviously you don't know what time is exactly, but you probably, given the darkness and everything, you suspect that it's around sort of 10 o'clock. You know, it's very much settling down time.
What can we see? Is there any cover nearby?
There's the Ardeep forest off to your
Can we not head back to our camp that we went to before?
west. Yeah, you could do. I mean, it's probably a couple of hours out, but I mean that's only going to take you to about midnight, which is I think
then-
enough to get a long.
Yeah,
Getting
and
up,
then long
yeah.
rest and then head back to Nightstone in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so previous camp.
So you do that. You set up camp, or I don't know if you actually put down your camp. You probably set up a new one. I don't know. I don't think you just left a whole load of tents there or whatever. But you set up a new camp roughly in the same spot that you were previously, and settle down for the night. And the night passes uneventfully. You get all of your spell slots back, your HP back.
Yay!
Yay, spells.
Is it the morning?
Yeah, we are now back in the morning.
I wake up Daphne.
Wow, you fucking.
Daphne, are you okay, my dear?
She sort of opens her eyes and just stares through you.
Are you okay, my dear? You were so upset we thought we'd better put you to sleep. We hope that you're okay, and we're going to take you back to Nightstone now. We just wish you the very best of health.
I think that's more creepy.
Yeah,
than
I'm getting like some Silence of the Lambs here. Like, it puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again. Like, I think that's coming.
And you get no response from her.
Daphne?
She's just catatonic. She's just
Ah.
you've broken her. She loved the Lady Nandar, and she's just a broken woman at this point.
Everyone loves a cheeky Nandar.
Dabov just yells, "Yay, heroes!" and high fives Dweezil.
I'm feeling mightily refreshed. Remind me how much hit points I regenerate when I'm asleep.
All hit points.
Oh, I remember.
So yeah, you make your way back into Nightstone, and you know this is a different Nightstone to the one you left. You know, literally only the beginning of the day before you'd arrived here, and the bells were ringing. Other than that, it was a very silent town. Nothing was occurring. By the time you left
this is not Nightstone.
But
this is not Nightstone. It's a different town.
By the time you'd
a very
left,
different town. Sorry.
Fucking hell.
Are you done?
This is a completely different Nightstone. It's a different town, etc., etc. Yeah, so now there's a little bit more, maybe not hustle and bustle. You know, it's only been a few hours, except a day, if you will. But there's definitely more life. You can feel that there's more life in the town. You can see one or two people walking around. The corpses are still here. You didn't do anything with those. There's a few humans. There's a few goblins. A giant dog, just in the middle. But yeah, this is Nightstone. What would you like to do?
Pub?
I think we need
Pint?
it.
Anyone?
I don't know you very well, but I thought you didn't drink anymore.
I didn't.
Shall we ask the catatonic woman where she wants to go? See if we can get any reaction. Like, is there a home we can take her to?
So you who's asking her?
I'll ask her. I'll say, is there a place that you can go and rest and process all that you've seen?
She looks at you just like very wearily, just like the life, has just gone out of her. She's just a mess.
Would you like to go and pay your respects to Lady Nandar, perhaps?
And she sort of looks at Greg and sort of goes, I think so.
Come on then, my dear. And then I reckon we should just lead her to the keep, because that's obviously where the lady was buried, because she was left on that island.
Yeah, okay. Are you all going, or is just Greg gonna take? I mean,
I think it'd be a bit weird. I think Dweezil's going to snap himself out of it and remember who he is and what he is, and introduce the town to the party. So he's just going to take a few steps forward and very loudly proclaim, "Come on, come on, come on! Let us tell you of the great deeds that we have done on your behalf. Let us tell you tales that you will want to tell your grandchildren, and tales that your grandchildren will want to tell their grandchildren. This is not to be missed. Gather round."
Do you say it in that tone of voice as well, please?
Yeah, just completely disinterested. No.
And out of interest, is one of those tales about how one of your party members was considering slitting the throat of a inconsolable member of their town?
Just say it's a good job that I've got +5 deception, because I'm going to have to do a lot of lying.
Okay, so you sort of say that, and I'm gonna take it that you actually say it in a slightly.
Imagine Dweezil cares. Stuart's past caring. Dweezil still cares. Yeah.
I imagine there is an element. I imagine there is an element of Dweezil, because obviously, the black blob and all that sort of stuff. You've been through quite a lot in the last 24 hours, 48 hours.
Yeah. It's not the worst thing that happened to him, though, is it? Really?
Huh?
It's not even the worst thing that happened to him.
No, I mean Dabov died, and he still considers that preference.
Yeah.
Krill leans over to Dweezil and says, "Before we gather people round, what shall I do with this dead body?" And again, he turns around and lifts the head up to show him.
Keep hold of him, Krill. The body is important.
After you've made your big proclamation to the town, you see a couple of heads poking out of windows and whatnot, and then one in particular. You see from the room, from the building to the north, you see a dwarf pop out, and you recognise him.
I don't think I do.
You don't recognise him, that's very true. But he recognises you, more importantly, and he comes running over, and he says, "Oh, my friends, thank you for letting us get back here. I mean, you sent us on our way with just a dagger, but oh, you should see the things that we did with that dagger. We survived the wilds of the night, and we made it back here in one piece. And I can only thank you for releasing us from just a terrible. Oh my goodness, Daphne, we thought you were lost. We thought you were dead. You went off with Darthag." And it's when he mentions the name Darthag, he only now notices that the body slumped over Krill's shoulder, and he goes, "Oh no, not Darthag!" And he runs over and he sees him.
Krill turns around, lifts the head up, and goes, and then puts it back down.
Yes, we saved Daphne. She was going to be eaten. She'd be dead if it wasn't.
Can you roll me for deception, please? No. Roll me. Yeah, you're not deceiving him. She would have been dead if it wasn't for you, in theory.
Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Collectively. Persuasion. That's a particularly bad one, actually.
With advantage.
Ooh.
With advantage.
Oh, 15.
Okay, he believes you. He says, "Oh my goodness, I can only imagine what you did in that cave, and the fact that you brought Daphne back to us. Poor Darthag, I cannot believe that he has died. My poor friend, my poor friend. May your journey...
Remind us of your name, handsome man."
I have already told you my name in the cave.
It was dark in there and I didn't have a lantern, probably.
Right, that's not how noises work. My name is Morak. I am the proprietor of the Nightstone Inn, and for rescuing us, for bringing Daphne and the body of Darthag home, I will never ever be able to repay you.
You could try.
Well, I mean, if you just hold off a second and let me be honourable about it without trying to strong arm me. I was going to tell you that as long as I am alive, you will always have a place to stay in Nightstone for free. You need not ever pay to stay at the Nightstone Inn.
Oh, glad we camped out on the road then. That was a good choice.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand the reference. Perhaps it was too far to make it back here in time to make a long rest, and you'd have 1 point of exhaustion if such a thing existed. Please come with me. You must need a rest, please. And he looks over. And he comes over to Daphne and sees her and says, "You've heard." And she just sort of looks at him and she just bursts into tears and just hugs him. At this point, he sort of motions to one of the other people in the town, and does the it's a reference probably only Stuart will get. He does the Gary Lineker, Paul Gascoigne does the sort of like crying thing. One of the other people come over and they take Daphne off. And lead us south towards the keep.
Goodbye, Daphne. I wish you all the very best, my love.
What would you like me to do with this guy?
Take him to the. Bring him with. I'll go and speak to somebody later about him. But bring him into the inn and we'll.
He's starting to smell a bit.
Oh, well, I'm looking at him. He deserves. He's allowed to smell a little bit. He's been through the wars. Bless his heart.
Does he have to smell on me?
I mean, we are right next door to a church. We could just drop him off for.
Yes, but
Mark, do you have refreshments?
It's an inn. Yes, that's what we do at inns. Please come this way. And he starts heading off towards the inn, and leads you inside.
Greg's never moved quicker in his life at the promise that there could be coffee somewhere, so he's just literally pegged it.
Just crashes through the door, doesn't even open it.
Yeah, there's not enough holes in the building as it is.
You walk in to the Nightstone Inn, and as he walks through, he says, "Welcome, gentlemen, to the Nightstone Inn. It's seen better days, as you can imagine. This is my humble little establishment, where many a Nightstone resident has come and celebrated, commiserated, or just had a good time. Can I get you anything for your troubles?"
Open very early in the morning.
We didn't have the pleasure. My name is Morak.
My name is Dweezil. I was just wondering if your opening hours, if you are open so early in the morning, are you a Weatherspoons?
No, I'm an Earl Grey.
Oh, good. That's fine then.
No, Weatherspoons. Just the Lloyds.
Yeah, the Weatherspoons live in Silver Spoons.
Mark, do you serve coffee?
Coffee? Yes, we do.
Or Crimson Bullock.
The what?
Crimson Bullock energy drink.
Well, that one caught me off guard. No, we don't have that. We used to stock it, but not so much nowadays, I'm afraid. We do have.
After all the randomly sprouted wings it caused.
Oh, very clever. Yeah, we do have some. We do have some coffee.
The menu.
We have some food, some drink. Gets out the book of the cost for all these things that you're probably going to ask for any second now. What can I get you?
Somewhere to put this body, if possible.
Oh, please, just bring it this way, and he takes you off to sort of there's just like a storeroom, and he says just leave him here for now, and we'll work out what to do. I'll go and speak to the father later, and
excellent. I'll leave him next to the food where he's rotting and been half eaten.
Didn't say it was where the food was kept. Just said it was a storeroom. Could be anything in there, really. But no, you make assumptions.
What's in there?
You make assumptions. Stores.
What? So you said that we can stay here for free forever?
Adventure over. Awesome.
I'm not even that disappointed.
I wish I'd died in the last session.
And I assume all of the food and drinks, is that...
Well, obviously, yes, the food's included. We did just save the whole town. What kind of person...
Yeah, I don't know why he got the menu out for prices.
Listen. There's only somewhat. I mean, let's not forget that you did only send us off with one dagger.
I don't know how I can repay you, but not with
We
food.
could have used that fucking dagger!
You look like very much like heroes, but something about you tells me that you're somewhat chaotic. I'm not entirely sure you're neutral.
Chaotic. Look how clean my hands are.
Dweezil turns around to everyone and says, "Do not worry, we will not need to pay for food and drink. Dweezil Van Zephyr does not pay for food and drink."
Oh, you fancy yourself a thief?
No, you will receive payment for your food and drink, but it will not.
Interesting.
It will not come from our purse.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
I hadn't introduced myself. My name is Dweezil Van Zephyr. I let just a moment for that to sink in.
Is that for me to recognise you?
Yeah.
Is that for more acting? That Dweezil Van Zephyr.
Absolutely right. As I'm sure you're aware, your
Songs of the Sword Coast.
Songs of the Sword Coasts. The
Raconteur of Ravnica.
which is an entirely different universe, but yes, I realise that reference doesn't actually make any sense. But when I wrote that tag, I didn't actually realise that Ravnica was a completely different universe.
It makes a lot more sense than the Pied Piper does to rats.
Exactly.
That's just a phrase my grandfather always used to say.
It is a great stroke of luck that the party of adventurers who came to save Nightstone from the Goblin menace was also contained one of the greatest performers and raconteurs in all of Faerun. And when the people of Nightstone realise that I am in their midst, they will fall upon the inn in great numbers to hear me recount the stories and the tales of bravery and of all the things that we have seen and all the things that we have done. and usually when I tell my tales, people bestow upon us coin, in much the same way as you would bestow coin upon a humble street performer. But of course, there is nothing humble about Dweezil van Zephyr or Dweezil van Zephyr's performances.
I mean, yes. I mean, our people. I'm sure they will come from far and wide from this very long and narrow town to here. I mean, we've been through such an ordeal these last couple of days. I mean, first these bloody rocks, and then the caves. The people will need time to enjoy themselves and to get back to some form of normality. We have no nobility in this town. We are in quite the mess. And we listen. We returned here, and there were bodies everywhere. The rooms, houses were ransacked. I just assume. I mean, do you happen to know what's going on? I mean, my best guess is that the goblins were here. And then I don't know who these are, these humans were, whoever these corpses were. I assume that they got into scuffle with the goblins and that maybe the goblins, some of them escaped. Were you here at all, or did you see any of this?
Have you heard of the sand serpents?
I don't know.
What he's trying to say is they were a member of our party, and our party has fallen just to us 5 now. Very, very sad business.
What happened? There was a 6th?
Well, there was 7 more of us. But they fell to the goblins, and we were the victors.
Oh my goodness! These people were yours?
Yes, they were.
Oh you must be distraught. Can you roll me a deception check, please?
I mean, deception is one of my greatest strengths. I have a +6 in it. So that's a 22.
Yeah, he believes you. He buys the lie. Oh my goodness, you must listen. I've offered you free room. I cannot go as far as to offer you free drink, but I will give you this one free round of drinks. I can only your people died and you still came to save us. This speaks volumes for your character. And he ushers to the barmaid to get you some drinks, and without much haste, 5 meads are placed in front of you.
Can I perceive? Am I able to see who else is in here?
Lovely. Thank you for asking a question. You look around. Despite the lack of tokens on the board, there's a few other humans milling around. There's a tiefling in the corner, and there is a kobold who's eyeing you suspiciously, sort of looking but not looking, but equally trying to escape your attention, but equally not trying to escape it.
Could you remind me what a kobold is? Oh, kobolds and catacombs.
No, just kobolds.
A cave type creature.
It's like a little lizardy kind of thing, isn't it?
It's sort of gnome height, little fella, but lizardy in nature. Yeah. Dabov, can you roll me a perception check?
I certainly can. 16.
16. You in particular are... you get the sense that you've not looked at him directly, but you sort of, at the corner of your eye, you in particular can sort of sense his attention on you. Mm. But you haven't investigated, you've not looked at him dead in the eye, but you sort of get the impression that someone's watching you. Why don't you guys get yourself sit yourselves down? Would you like any food? I mean, like I say, I unfortunately these are troubled times. A lot of my money is going to be going into building the inn back up and any other work that the town requires. I suspect it may be down to me to lead this rabble for a while while then we look to nobility.
Okay, could we have a platter, please?
Yep. Cool. I'm glad that you would ask for something that I don't have. I mean, what would you...
Just have everything.
Okie dokie.
Two of everything, I suppose.
Let's call it. How many is there? 5 of you. Let's call it 20 copper pieces.
I don't really like paying, but I will. I respect you. You're handsome enough that I respect you.
Thank you for calling me handsome. It's a completely unnecessary compliment.
This is on me, fellas. I'll get this.
And he sort of gestures you towards the table to go and sit down, and assume that, as far as you're concerned, you're happy to go and sit down.
Yep.
And look, here's a little tip for you as well. And I hand him one human tooth.
Is it the mouldy one or the damaged one?
I have got note that I've got at least one rotten tooth.
Yes, you have.
Do I have...
If I remember correctly, it was something like 48 teeth, one of which was rotten.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The rest,
So
the
I've
rest
got
are, in
46.
theory, cool.
Okay. Fine. Cool. That's fine. Yeah. No, it's not a rotting tooth. It's a value. It's a useful tooth.
Okay. You all go and sit down. Morak goes off and he starts doing some various things. He starts serving other customers. All the while, you're still feeling this glare on you. Not really a glare, but this attention on you, Dabble. Morak comes over and he sits down and says, "Oh, gentlemen, please let me just. I appreciate that you're trying to rest again. My sincerest thanks. Just one more question. Did you happen to see the Nightstone when you were here last?"
The namesake.
No, we know the whole where the Nightstone came from. We have a theory about where the Nightstone has gone.
Oh, would you mind sharing that with us? I mean, I don't know if you know. I don't know what you know. I don't know, but a couple of days ago, suddenly these boulders started raining down from the skies, and there was these darndest castles up in these clouds, just throwing them down. We panicked. We knew what to do. We although we don't have much trouble here, we knew that the best thing for us would be to head north. Unfortunately, we had no idea that there was goblins in the bloody caves. Bloody goblins.
Hold up. Did you say there was a castle in the clouds?
That's exactly what I said.
And you weren't intoxicated with the leaf?
No leaf involved. I mean,
grief.
Can you roll me?
Anything like this.
Can you, all of you, roll me a history check?
It's another one I'm
14.
good at, so.
Got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, that's fine. Dabov in particular is, and this is not necessarily a surprise to you because some of this information is already sort of somewhat past you, but you're aware that castles in the clouds is essentially where cloud giants in particular are known to live and to roam. They use them to get about the world. That's where cloud giants live. So you are clearly aware then at the stage that cloud giants came.
So we're looking for a beanstalk, you say? Maybe that's what the teeth are for. Those magic.
Drop them in the hole, water them.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Yes. So we ran. When we left, the Nightstone was here, and it's gone. Do you happen to know where it went? Did anyone pop?
Well, we were a little late to the city, and it was already gone by the time we had got here, along with all of you, and obviously the goblins were here. And that's where we lost our party members. Obviously we survived, went to see Lady Nandar, found that she had passed. Got the information from her guard that she had probably fled to the caves, and then we came to rescue you. Just out of respect to Lady Nandar, because we were originally hired from her. And, in long and short of it, no, we have no bloody idea where the stone is.
If only one of the guards, maybe the guards maybe passed any information on to you about the Nightstone, but Sounds like if they would have told you such an important piece of information, you would have clearly have remembered that and not forgotten about it.
Well, I can't promise I was in the room at the time, can I?
No, well, it sounds like you definitely don't know that information. That no one ever mentioned that. But obviously,
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
that's good.
I mean,
means I'm gonna have to try and see if I can fill in some blanks in the story that I wouldn't be aware of. Giants came, so maybe we'll just have to work on that. Giants.
Actually, I've been scribbling down a few notes as we've been questing, and actually something I've written down here, and I don't know how relevant it is, but I've written down the word Nightstone with a K, and then I've drawn an arrow, and then the word moat. But that might be from quite early in the quest.
Are you suggesting that perhaps the Nightstone's in the moat and that we should search the entire moat for it?
Have you searched the moat?
No, it hasn't occurred to us to search the moat. No.
No, it's very fresh water. It'll give you some very nice skin.
Cool. Anyway, goblins, brilliant. Perhaps giants are the key to all this. I mean, the giants doing such an attack for no reason whatsoever is quite confusing. What with that and the Nightstone disappearing, I wonder if the two are connected by any chance.
well, I mean, they're obviously connected. They obviously came here for the stone, but why? The stone has no history to do with giants, as I know, unless you can tell me any differently.
Well, I mean, it was covered in all those images and runes and whatnot. I mean, it could be. We never were able to decipher them, but I know that the goblins often. I fucking keep saying goblins. I know the giants are often known for their runes and things like that. Perhaps the two are connected.
Do you have any copies of the runes?
Yes, that was my good question.
No, we don't. But if the two are connected, I know that. I know that the guys up in Tribor have historically had quite a lot of dealings with giants, and the giants have bothered them from time to time historically, and perhaps someone there might be a...
Are you suggesting that that's the next logical step?
Listen, if I know that you've just returned, and I know that I've offered you free stay, and you may stay as long as you really wish, but as you can tell, looking around this town, that we're in no way to do anything. We've got enough trouble as it is, and if you were up to it, I would clearly love for you to help us in this, and potentially return us the stone that gave us the town its name. But the worrying thing is, I mean, giants don't act like this normally. This is very much unlike their usual behaviour, and I worry that something bigger and more mysterious is at play here, and perhaps it needs some unconventional heroes to find out what's going on, if you can find them.
Unconventional? Ha!
Do you recognise any of the people in this building?
I recognise almost all of them. They're all people who have lived here in over the several years. This is an inn. People come here. There's a few stranger faces, sure, but people come from all over to.
Who would you say is the most well-travelled person in this inn?
Well, I mean, possibly yourselves. I couldn't possibly say how far you've been. I mean, what?
Oh, sorry, it goes without saying. Sorry, excluding us. Who do you see any common patrons in here that you think might be worth speaking to? Maybe we should do some fact-finding.
For what facts?
Just the finding of them.
What facts in particular are you asking for? I mean, I mean,
just about information and leads.
Of
how to get to Treb.
I sort of just threw a lead right on the table. I thought.
Oh, the Treb stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of felt like that was a lead when I sort of suggested that maybe you go and speak to somebody in a completely other town.
I do have another question. Who's the kobold in the corner that's given us the stink eye?
I don't know his name, but he's been here for about 3 or 4 days. He came here fairly recently. Seems an okay chap. I've not had any problems with him. But I can't. I can't deny his manners slightly changed since you have entered the building.
Hello.
No, I
Quinch walks
reckon
over to him.
we should probably send Dweezil.
Can I see if I recognise him at all?
Yeah. Can I get an insight check from you?
Insight. 13.
Yes, you do, but also sort of not.
Useful.
You sort of do. You know, there's definitely some kobolds from your past, but you don't necessarily place this one.
Do I get a good feeling or a bad feeling from him?
You sort of neither. Good, but not. Yeah, not certainly not bad. Certainly not bad.
I'm not sort of looking at him thinking, "Oh shit, it's caught up with me" or anything like that.
No. Certainly not bad. But equally, it's not good. Sorry, it's not bad. Sorry, it's not bad, but it's not like it's your long lost.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Father.
I'm not filled with dread, but equally, I'm not. Oh, that guy from my past. Okay.
So Quinch has gone over, and the kobold just looks down and just sort of carries on drinking, sort of like without, like almost like not acknowledging that Quinch has walked over.
Hello, friend. What are you drinking there?
It's just a mead.
Do you like mead?
It's nice.
What kind of mead is it?
It's nice mead.
Now, mead, to my knowledge, is a delicious alcoholic beverage brewed from honey. Is that what you have? Just a honey mead?
Yes.
Would you like another one, my friend?
Yes. That would be lovely. Sorry, can I? Are you with the gnome?
Do you know him?
I think I do.
Oh, where do you know him from? I think I know him too.
Is his name Daboff?
Yes, I think it is. How do you know him?
Daboff, I can't believe it. And he just stands up and he comes running over and he says, I can't believe it, you're alive, Daboff, you're alive.
Hello, do I know you from somewhere? Or do you know me? Presumably you do.
Yes, it's me, Bump the Squirrel.
Oh, hi, did you say Bob?
Bum.
Oh, bum, literally bum.
Bum the Squirrel, don't you remember?
Did Daboff bum a
I was
squirrel?
going to say, I think I'd remember if I bummed a squirrel.
Come on, you must remember me. Waterdeep.
Yeah.
The streets of Waterdeep, you and I. Oh, the times we would have.
Oh, yeah, bum. I remember bum. For fuck's sake. What brings you here, my good fellow bum?
Pardon?
What brings you to Nightstone?
Oh, I had to get out of Waterdeep. Everyone just started going missing, and you were the first, and I just worried. We all started going. There was first you disappeared, and then Flank went, and then Tranter, Bernard, Jan. They all just started disappearing.
Not Bernard. Oh, Bernard. Oh.
Yes,
He was
Bernard.
my favourite.
Well, Bernard actually died.
Oh, Bernard.
But yes, I'm so glad that you're alive. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, very much so. What can I do for you now that you're here?
Well, I just wanted to say you're okay. I mean, did you get it? Now that I see you alive, now that I see that you're alive, it makes me wonder. Did you get it?
Depends what it is.
There's no need to be coy. We know what it is.
Do we?
Yes.
Struggling to remember.
Yes, Bob, tell us what it is.
I believe I wasn't sure what I was going 4, but I came back with something quite peculiar and of interest. Yes, I would say that I did.
Oh, we heard that. You never told us. You're always a little bit of a secretive lad, but I used to look up to you, Dabov. Oh my goodness, on the streets of Waterdeep, you and I. Oh, the adventures that I used to think of us getting into, and you just never really talked to me. But I know you, Dabov.
Well, I did have to. I ran into a bit of trouble in the building, so I had to leave quite quickly.
Oh, that would explain why I thought, oh my goodness, I thought you were dead. That's why I thought, I was so happy to see you. I thought you were dead, Dabov.
I very almost was.
You never told me the things that you did, but we all knew what you used to do, Dabov.
Who told you?
And when we heard about the troubles, we thought that sounds very much like Dabov's territory. That sounds like the sort of thing you do. But we thought that maybe it would caught up to you. That's why you disappeared.
Yes, yeah, very much so. And I would like it to my location not to be known too far and wide. Now that you have found me.
Oh, you can trust me. Me and you, we're friends. We're from the streets of Waterdeep. We know what you're like. I wouldn't tell a soul, Dabov.
I suppose bum's the word.
I give a courteous but non-sincere laugh.
Anyway, who are these? Who are these people that you're with now?
No. The question is, who are you? Sorry, obviously you know our good friend Davos here, but please introduce yourself. Tell us the tale of how you know our Davos.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really. I mean, we used to find ourselves on the street a lot. You might not think it to look at me, but I'm not a very popular person. Not many people like Bum. So I found myself on the street. Not many people would take me in. But Dabov, he was different. He was different. He was very kind to Bum.
Wait, would he take Bum in? Is that what happened?
He would often put an arm around Bum and he would tell me if things were okay.
What are you doing in Nightstone, Bum?
I started to get a bit worried. Dabov went. And then with Flanker, Trunter, Bernard, Jan, they all went. And I thought, I'm next. They're going to come for me next.
Who would come for
I don't know.
Oh.
Are you sure they just weren't running away from you? I mean, sorry to put that plainly, but you did say a lot of people don't like you.
They did do that once, yes. They did that once, but they wouldn't do that again. We talked about it and they wouldn't do that again. Not to Bum.
I can't believe his name's Bum.
I should say Quinch has already ordered a second mead.
Can I have... that'll be 4 copper pieces, please.
4 copper pieces, wow.
But Dabov, please tell me. I mean, obviously we used to be friends back, but it looks like you got new friends, different friends, bigger friends actually, quite bigger.
Yeah, well, I obviously had to escape Waterdeep in a bit of a haste, so I kind of travelled for a while, sort of on the road, and then I found Greg and Krill, and point to each of them.
Oh, listen, I don't care about that actually. I don't care about that.
Well, I was about to greet you, but okay, fine.
Fuck you too, then,
see why no one likes you, Bum.
Listen. You used to do the robbing, right?
Oh, quite often. Yeah, very much so.
We know, you never told us, but we always thought that you looked fancy. We always knew that you couldn't afford it, though. You were on the streets with us, and we always thought, why did you look so fancy?
Aren't I wearing rags right now?
You've not seen what Bum's wearing. The Bum is literally in basically the worst loincloth you've ever seen. I mean, kobolds are not necessarily known for being fully dressed or anything like that, but he even by their state of undress, he looks pretty rotten.
Right.
Do kobolds have genitalia?
Oh, God. No.
Bum has a large one.
At this point, I don't think Nate's role playing.
That laugh was very, very much like Snigbat. Do you think you'd still be up for a bit of stealing?
Always. What depends what it is. If it's of interest to me, is it interesting or is it just a boring theft?
It's pretty interesting.
Go on.
Can I trust you?
I'd say so.
You never used to trust me, though, did you?
Well, it can be hard to trust quite a few people. Trust has to be earned. We'll see how this job goes, and then I'll decide afterwards if I fully trust you. But for now, you've piqued my interest.
I've heard of someone. Someone came through Waterdeep, and I know that you like to steal, and I know that you were a bit of a You thought you was a good guy. You like to steal from people that were bad, didn't you?
It sweetens the deal if I can stick it to someone that deserves it.
Yeah, this guy's bad. He's a slaver.
Ooh.
And he's got an awful temper, I've heard.
Okay.
Sometimes his stock they don't get to complete the deal, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like
he's an awful man.
Sounds like a worthy target. What's the object? What's the mark?
Yeah, I don't know actually what it is. I know it's magical.
My interest is further piqued.
Greg hears magic and he puts his head in. Go on.
Yeah, I don't. If you'd be willing, I could get the details for you for a price, obviously.
What price?
He looks around and he sees that there's 5 of you, 1 of him. 10%. 10% of anything non-magical.
No upfront. No, just flat fee of gold. Does it have to be 10% of what we find, or can I just buy the information from you outright?
Well, I'll find the information for you. I can't tell you. I mean, Bum has to keep some secrets.
I've heard bums often hide lots of secrets.
We're hard to crack.
I'm going to consult the rest of the group and say, like, is 10% fair, or shall I push for more? I'm willing to pay an upfront fee to just get the information, but equally 10% might end up being less.
I'm very interested by this man and his loincloth, and I can see beneath his very ragged loincloth lies a very bestial man. And I think that he's bringing the information to us. This could lead to heavy riches, and I think but 10% of what would be a fairer percentage for him would probably be 50 as a finder's fee. So I think him asking for 10% is very noble and very humble, and I think we'd be fools to try and wager a better deal.
I just would like to add, I don't want anything magical. That's not really me. It's just the non-magical stuff. So if there's nothing there, it might only be 0.
If everyone's happy with that deal, I'll take it.
He is a lord. It's worth saying he's a lord, so he's probably not going to be nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a physical target.
Well, it's a person. Yes, a heist.
Oh, this is a heist quest.
If only we had the other 7 things. What would we be like? Ocean's 12?
We would have, but our other 7 party members died, if you remember.
Dweezil, can you lay down some funky bass beats fitting of an Ocean 11 style of heist?
So just to clarify, instead of Ocean's 12, it's Bum 6.
It's got a nice ring to it.
Bum 6.
Hell.
Oh no. Yeah, I guess we're in. Do we get the montage of us putting the crew together, like preparing stuff?
So listen. I don't have everything on me now. Like I know a little bit. I know trinkets of information. I don't know everything though. So I'll tell you what. It's in Amphale. It's not here, and it's not in Waterdeep. It's in Amphale. I know that's where he is, but I don't know enough. I can't just send you in there without knowing. Give me a few days, and then come and meet me.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, and obviously payment upon completion, because we don't know what 10% is until we have looted it. So
Yeah, come and meet me. Come meet me in Anfail in a few days' time. I'll go there straight away now, and I'll try and find out as much information as I possibly can. Meet me in the Staghorned Flagon. I'll be staying there, and I'll get as much possible. I mean, if you want me to come with you, I'll come into the heist. I'm just a little kobold. I can't do this on my own. I just need. And he looks around. He looks at the big guys. I think we need some muscle.
okay, I'm sure they'd be. They've seemed enthusiastic. So that's. When did you say? Sorry, Anfail at the Staghorn Flagon.
Do you need me to spell that for you? Because I appreciate that's a name you've probably not heard before. Amphail.
Okay, and when did you say to meet there? Sorry, in a few days?
Yeah, I'll just whenever. Just some, there's no, I don't think there's any end time on it. Just whenever you get time to come round. I'll go there now. It's about it's about a day's ride from here. No, further. Anfail. Yeah, further. And then I'll be there. Give me a week. Give me a week and then come and find me.
I believe we've got a deal, my good friend Bum.
10%?
Yeah, that seems fair.
I'm so glad to have seen you, Dabov. I can't tell you how happy I am that you're alive. You were so good to Bum.
Oh, brilliant! I did look after the Bum. You got to look after the Bum, really, haven't you? You look after the Bum, and the Bum looks after you.
You never did tell me. Though. It does sadden me a little bit.
Didn't tell you what?
Why are you nice to me now? It's a bit worrying you're nice to me now.
Well, sometimes there are times that call for being nice to the Bum, and other times when you just have to punish the Bum, really, and just wail on it. Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, it's very nice to meet you again, Dabov, and it's very nice to meet the rest of you. My name has been Bum the Squirrel, and I'm going to go now. And he runs, and he basically, he sprints, he stands, and he sprints out the door.
Bum, I was planning to go. I was planning to go to sleep. I was going to offer him some bed for the night. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dice and Desire. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave us a review. Also, go check out our Instagram and Twitter pages. The handle for both is Dice and Desire. So, until next time, stay safe, adventurers.